Good evening, good morning, afternoon, global population, some fishery here. You know, when I made the intro for this video last time, I thought I was just going to do it on the pyramids in Bosnia. Would you believe it? Something else has turned up there as well. So I've got to cover that also. So yeah, it's been a bit eventful. Like I said, I was going to just do this on the pyramids, like, and a little bit on Semir Osmanagic, and the whole situation with the Bosnian pyramids. But turns out there's another site there, a little known site called Daorson. This is it. It's quite an unusual little structure, isn't it? It's supposedly a Hellenistic fort built by the Greeks in the time of Alexander the Great. And yeah, some of it may have been, but not these bits, and this bit, and this bit, and probably this bit as well. You think the reason why that is because of this. As you can see, it's a rather large brick wall. Oh, you all say, what a surprise, a brick wall. Look at the brickwork, look at the stonework, look how sort of tightly they're put together, the shape of the stones. They don't look like this. Yeah, Egypt, Peru, Peru, yeah, looking a bit iffy now, isn't it? Yeah. In fact, you see it all over the world. And then here, yes, I know, yeah. Now, I've not found out too much about it yet because I haven't had time, and it's quite hard to find information on. Most of it's in Bosnian for a start, which doesn't help. I don't speak Bosnian, so I was trying to find English translations of what I can, and if needs be, use Google Translate to translate them, which is a painstaking, annoying, very sort of haphazard way of doing things, because Google Translate, for all its name, what? Stop barking at the cat, you silly dog. If you can't get to her, she can't get to you. Anyway, considering it's called Google Translate, it'd be nice if they'd actually translate stuff correctly in English. So yeah, it would be nice if it would translate it to English in a way that made sense. But they don't do that. No. You kind of think it would, wouldn't you? Yeah, no. If you ask me, Google Translate is like an Englishman in a foreign country trying to ask for directions. Yeah. It basically shouts at you and hopes you'll understand. Yeah, and gets louder when he thinks you are understanding. Yeah? I know, I've been there myself. Anyway, so yeah, finding stuff and it's quite difficult. Like I said, it's not very well known either. I mean, I only found out about it about a couple of weeks ago, I think, 2-3 weeks ago. So that was a bit of a surprise for a start, yeah. there's more than one site in Bosnia. I mean, I knew there would, but I didn't think it'd be. I didn't think it'd be maybe contemporaneous with that, like, you know, the pyramids. But there you are. But this is, you see, this site unfortunately is run by the Bosnian Department of Antiquities, basically, the university. So anything that's going to come out of it isn't exactly going to be cohesive, plausible, true. Pretty much what they would have done with the Bosnian pyramids if Semir hadn't sort of banned them all from taking over. See, this is the thing with him. He's thankfully stuck to his guns and basically banned any sort of involvement by the universities in Bosnia. He has got the backing of the tourist board though, which is good. They see it as a bonus, which is what it is. He's also banned any sort of massive donors, so people that would want to influence the dig and what was found there and the release of information through the size of the donations, obviously. So he's kept all of them out. He's basically running it like a tourist attraction. You come over, you be part of an archaeological dig, feel like Indiana Jones for 2 weeks and go on, yeah. And hopefully be part of some of the big discoveries out there. And there's a lot. For a start, it's become pretty apparent that it's not just a mountain. And they know this by the geopolymer. What do I mean? Well, when they dug down about 3-4 feet into the earth and dug it up, you hit a rock layer. Well, they thought it was a rock layer. Now, if it was a natural mountain, it would have been covered in rock, obviously. Yeah? But it wasn't. No. It was a kind of, well, Semir described it as a very strange looking stone. Which is fair enough, it is very strange looking. Sort of very pale, quite strong, but has a sort of granular texture to it. A bit like coral granite, yeah? I don't know if you know what that is. Coral Castle, Edward Lee Scanlon built, yeah? It's that same sort of rock. Or it looked like that same sort of rock. Anyway, when he sent it off for analysis, it came back as an amalgam of all sorts. It was basically cement. That doesn't occur naturally. No. So that was your first clue that something big's there, yeah? And it's not just the size of the mountain. Then came the terraces that they found. Ancient terraces built out of sandstone, granite, something else, forgotten. All of this stone, by the way, right, not natural to the area, yeah. Most of it was sort of, would be associated with coastlines, yeah. Although there is a possibility that it was. You see, recently, and by recently I mean in the past couple of years, a Russian scientist has supposedly discovered Hyperborea, right? But not where everyone thought it was. Everyone thought the Hyperborea was probably above Iceland, Greenland, that sort of area. No. He's realised that there was actually an ancient subcontinent that sort of covered Greece, Bosnia, Romania, Bulgaria, Ukraine, Turkey. I don't think he's found Hyperborea. I think he's probably found Aratta, or actually gone some way to proving Aratta. Anyway, going off topic, digressing again as I always do. So yeah, they found this terrace, And then I think it was around 89 years ago, they accidentally discovered some tunnel systems that were filled in beneath the what you call the Temple of the Sun, and it's huge. But this tunnel system is huge, I mean massive, and it goes into tunnels, out into domed sort of chambers, and they go out all over the place. And I think it's in the actual corner points of the base of the pyramid, in chambers directly below the corner points, there are huge, and I mean huge, ceramic sort of egg-shaped things, yeah? They know from doing sort of scans over the top of them that they've got some sort of metal inside them. But how the metal got in there, or what the hell before it, they haven't got a clue. But they vibrate when water rushes underneath them. Yeah? That's another thing with the Bosnian pyramid as well. It's got an aquifer that goes underneath. It also fills up little pools here and there. Now they've sort of got rid of all the earth inside. Yeah? The waters are now allowed to go naturally through again. But it's a very sort of strange and very remarkable and sort of somewhat outlandish sounding sort of place, with the effects that people are having from sonic frequencies when they're in there. Sound frequency again. Anyone who follows my Telegram page will know exactly what I'm talking about there. This sort of energy frequency that runs through it also infuses in the water, and it stays. That water, even though it's standing water, is purer than the stuff you find in Antarctica. At least you can drink that. It's not been frozen for 50,000 years, it's still active, still alive. Now all this, like I said, couldn't have been possible without Semir making the decisions that he did, which makes, like I said last time, the political situation and the possibility that there could be a war, the next war in that area will be in Serbia and Kosovo, right next door to Bosnia, and that will draw them in, is looking very likely, especially after Antony Blinken, who's the US Secretary of State, was there 3 days before they started kicking off. Now the situation has been resolved. In other words, they've had a slap wrist and been told to calm it down for a bit. But it could be on the cards, unfortunately. So why is this a problem? Why would it affect Semir? Well, like I already explained, Semir Osmanagic won't let them take over the site, won't let them near the site, and by them I mean the system, yeah? And their history police, shall we call them, yeah? Or the Smithsonian, or the CIA's Archaeological Bureau, yeah? Two separate things, by the way. And yes, the CIA is an archaeological bureau, surprisingly. Anyway, because of Semir's stubbornness, I suppose, pig-headedness, and his, they'll probably see it as selfishness. I see it as heroic in a way, I suppose. Because of this attitude that he has, he can't get near the place, he can't take control of the place. He refuses to cooperate. So for the past 20 years that he's been digging at the site, he's ruled the roost and let out a lot of information, despite all the censorship that has gone on. Now, if a war was to break out between Serbia and Kosovo, because Bosnia is a nearby country, and odds are they'll get drawn into it anyway, all of a sudden that whole area becomes a war zone, which means the dig has to stop. It then becomes a responsibility of the Bosnian army, governing the system. They would then get control, and from then on they can do what they like to the site. stop anyone from getting into there, destroy anything that could point to some sort of, or indicate some sort of past that is problematic to the regime's narrative, obviously. Which is why Antony Blinken going over to Serbia and Kosovo was very concerning. And then yesterday, one of the other researchers on the Drops page on Telegram, ZZ, sent me a rather enlightening post from the Forbidden History Telegram page about a place called Khakassia, in Siberia. Another very ancient site, pyramids, solar and astronomical observatories, settlements, stone structures built suspiciously like the ones that you see at Daorson, in Aratta, in Ukraine, everywhere. We could be looking at either a contemporaneous other civilization equal to size and power of Aratta, or one that came before, or maybe just after Aratta. It could be a precursor or a descendant, or, after seeing that about Hyperborea today and the area that it covered, that little continent, which is now proven by science, it's Russia, depending on how you align yourself with that kind of sort of Ukraine war bollocks, and whatever, but Aratta could be far bigger, or could have been far bigger than what we previously thought, and encompassed a far, far greater area than we previously thought. Or, like I said, we've got two big civilizations. Either way, it's exciting stuff. So, yeah, I know it's not much of a sort of information heavy sort of episode, right? But this again is very ongoing, so Bosnia is probably going to take a couple of episodes maybe, In fact, the whole area is going to take a good shed load. God, just finding things everywhere. Anyway, so I think next time we'll come a bit closer to home. I think we'll look at France, Like, share, subscribe, you know the drill. See you later.